Like, come home. Please come home. I miss you. The kids miss you. I don't know what's going on lately. This little sojourn of yours.
Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have always been recognized for their playful roasting, but in recent times, it's beginning to feel more like underlying bitterness than genuine affection. Concerned observers started dissecting Ryan's comedic jabs, and many individuals now feel uneasy about the constant wisecracks at Blake's expense.
Blake, my wife, is very good at cooking, and Jake might be just a little bit better.
The subtle barbs disguised as sarcasm have people questioning whether this is more than just spousal teasing. Let's take a step back. Blake Lively, often seen as a B-list actress, and her first dragon, Ryan Reynolds, have long been regarded as Hollywood's fun-loving golden couple, humorous, charismatic, and seemingly impenetrable. Through social media, they kept fans amused with their legendary banter, and the way they poked fun at each other seemed iconic. However, re-examining it today, a number of watchers realized that much of Ryan's so-called wit might be making Blake the focal point of his punchlines rather than presenting her as his equal. Honestly, everyone, at what point does just joking blur into something more significant? One particular clip that's circulating involves Ryan joking on national television about using Blake as a human shield if they ever came under attack, specifically to protect their child. Although it elicited laughter at the time, looking back now, it has a strange undertone. Why would that even be a joke?
I would use my wife as a human shield to protect that baby.
Furthermore, Ryan has repeatedly downplayed Blake in public, especially on her birthday. Instead of a heartfelt post like most partners would share, he once tweeted, "Just wanted to wish Billy Ray Cyrus the most special, magical birthday ever. I love you with all my heart." Also, happy birthday, Blake. This was on Blake's actual birthday. The way he tends to mention Blake as an afterthought, "Oh yeah, happy birthday to my wife too," earned him plenty of criticism on social media, and many feel it was well-deserved. Where it gets extra complicated is that people suspect Ryan has a pattern of wanting to be the standout star in his relationships. Recalling his former marriage to Scarlett Johansson, sources alleged he disliked that she was equally successful. Now, with Blake, it seems he wants to be the comedic, beloved figure while she's overshadowed. Let's also not ignore the Justin Baldoni issue. Their ongoing legal dispute has folks wondering whether there was some pre-existing personal friction. The rumor mill says Ryan threw a huge fit because Blake and Justin grew too close while he was off filming Deadpool and Wolverine. Everyone is talking, and it's telling whether Blake and Ryan are on the brink of splitting or just going through strain. One thing's certain, this relationship dynamic no longer appears to be couple goals. If fans can perceive all this, you know there's likely more brewing behind closed doors. Meanwhile, Blake's second dragon and ex-confidant Taylor Swift finds herself caught in the turmoil of Baldoni's lawsuit. For those who missed it, Taylor recently announced taking a step back from her friendship with Blake, supposedly because she disliked how frequently her name got dragged into the "it ends with us" controversy, and indeed all the way into the courtroom. People can no longer overlook the possibility that Taylor Swift isn't just a bystander. The evidence has emerged, and it appears Taylor played a significant role from the outset. Now that things are heating up, she's trying hard to portray herself as the unwitting victim. Even distancing herself from the friendship can't rescue her at this point, given how deeply involved she was. Some are claiming she conspired with Blake purely out of loneliness, single status, and boredom. Let's dig into the facts, since it's alleged that Taylor and the Reynolds family underestimated Justin Baldoni. Observers have noted that this little friendship circle behaved rather suspiciously. Swifties will recall how Taylor had kept her romantic life ultra-private for roughly 5 years, basically moving in stealth until April 2023, when she parted ways with Joe Alwyn. That breakup marked a major shift. Suddenly, Taylor was everywhere, and Blake and Ryan weren't far behind. Pay attention here because it all connects. Industry insiders have long whispered about Taylor's sway over media narratives. She has the clout to either promote a story aggressively or make it vanish. The New York Times took quite a gamble with that piece critical of Baldoni, a risk that doesn't quite add up unless someone really powerful was backing it. Let's be real, Ryan Reynolds is a beloved figure in Hollywood, but it's doubtful he alone wields that level of media influence. The timeline of events has led many to one conclusion: Taylor's hand was involved, whether directly calling the shots, giving the go-ahead, or simply allowing it all to happen while she watched from the sidelines. Calling her innocent seems far-fetched. Now that the flames are getting bigger, Taylor's working overtime to keep herself unscathed, ensuring Blake and Ryan absorb most of the fallout. This damage control tactic appears to be thriving since the media, which Taylor can direct or hush as she pleases, is practically doing cartwheels to keep her out of the scandal. Yet, a breadcrumb trail is visible to those who look closely, and it all leads directly to Taylor Swift's doorstep. We should rewind once more to see exactly how Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds went all in against Justin Baldoni, and why observers are convinced Taylor was involved. Taylor is known for embedding subtle hints and Easter eggs in her projects, references meant for her fans to unravel. One instance was giving Joe Alwyn a fictional name in her song credits, spurring fans to piece together the clues. Now, ask yourselves, what are the chances Blake and Ryan inserted the same kind of coded references in the It Ends With Us credits purely by coincidence? If you examine the It Ends With Us credits, Blake extends a special thanks to someone named Gordon Reynolds. That name means nothing until you see the Deadpool credits, which also employ the same alias for Nice Pool. For the uninitiated, Nice Pool is a contentious figure in Deadpool rumored to be mocking Justin Baldoni. Reportedly, even though this character existed prior to Blake and Justin's falling out, the scenes featuring Nice Pool were filmed late, after the SAG-AFTRA strike ended in November 2023, when tensions were at an all-time high. People believe Taylor, who loves to pepper her work with hidden clues, might have advised them to embed some sly references about Baldoni. That's presumably how Gordon Reynolds appeared in the It Ends With Us credits. Not to mention, Taylor heavily promoted Deadpool and Wolverine on her Instagram, lavishing praise on Ryan's dedication and even calling it a joy portal. Meanwhile, the same film quietly featured a secret shot at Justin. The entire ordeal screams Mean Girls vibes, and numerous individuals have stepped forward to reveal Blake's icy personality and her so-called main character energy. It looks like Blake and Taylor became too wrapped up in their own brand of Taylor Swift cinematic universe, forgetting that actual life involves genuine repercussions. Be assured, Taylor Swift is no damsel in distress. She fully understands how to navigate the entertainment world. Swifties might cling to well-managed headlines, but those who see beyond the PR illusions can tell she's no innocent. In a move that's both eyebrow-raising and dramatic, Justin Baldoni is now seeking to use these Deadpool scenes as proof in his legal proceedings. Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, has reportedly sent a letter to the Disney CEO and Marvel Studios, requesting they keep all documents connected to Baldoni and the invention of Nice Pool, a minor character in Deadpool and Wolverine that Friedman and many internet sleuths insist Ryan Reynolds specifically employed to ridicule Baldoni. There is now an official court date set for March 2026, meaning we're still more than a year away from having all this dissected before a judge. Given the existence of potentially damaging footage, some believe Blake will attempt to settle. From that angle, it's practically a done deal. Until then, folks, we've just scratched the surface of this entire controversy, and I'll be sure to keep everyone informed about every new development. In the meantime, let's hear your thoughts. Do you believe Ryan secretly harbors animosity toward Blake, taking the jokes way too far, or do you think onlookers are simply reading too much into it? Thanks for tuning in, and see you all at the next update.